honor to introduce speaker Dr. Sanjeev Kumar. I know him personally since last many years. So he's ex-director of International Institute of Health Management and Research, New Delhi. He was also ex-director of National Health Resource Center in New Delhi, National Health System Resource Center, New Delhi, executive director of that, an adjunct professor at INCLIN Institute of Global Health, and he has more than 40 years, so that is quite extensive experience in public health, and I look forward to hear his experiences, and it will be a great pleasure. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to be among old friends, Dr. Srinath Reddy, Dr. Jagdish Kaur, Dr. Harshad Thakur, and many others. So it's, my greetings to all the dignitaries and the participants of this important conference. And the session theme is multi-sectoral convergence, and the approach or a tool to address it effectively is Health in All Policies approach promoted by World Health Organization. And I have been part of that initiative as a trainer in English-speaking African countries and also in South Asian countries. Dr. Rana Jaisingh very clearly said that it is multi-sectoral convergence, coordination, and cooperation which is required. So next one, please. And what are the elements of health in all policies? Let's first look at how we are looking at this in India. When I came back from a meeting in Geneva organized by WHO and requested the ministry, let's adopt health in all policies in India as well, I was sent a pile of files which included, among others, a file on multi-sectoral convergence in HIV/AIDS, another one on multi-sectoral convergence in tobacco control, another one multi-sectoral convergence in NCDs, and so on. So we need to, in health in all policies, we need to include various ministries in one initiative, and any multi-sectoral initiative in any part of health program should be included there, rather than each one of the initiatives preparing their own multi-sectoral action plan, and one who's preparing one plan doesn't look at the other plan, and there is confusion all across. So I strongly feel health in all policies is the right approach. So whatever gets into multi-sectoral coordination becomes part of that initiative. Next one, please. So what is health in all policies? It's a collaborative approach to improve health of all people, incorporating health consideration into decision making, and becomes part of all initiatives in different sectors and policy arena. Next one, please. So there are 5 elements of health in all policies: promote health, equity, and sustainability, support intersectoral collaboration, benefit multiple partners. It is not one ministry. Every ministry will benefit if they include a multi-sectoral approach to tobacco control as part of health in all policies initiative. Create structural and procedural change so that health in all policies becomes a reality. Next one. Why do we need health in all policies? Next one, please. So, when you want to include health in all policies, you need to work beyond one ministry. There is one example I can give you. For air pollution, you need at least 11 different ministries. And air pollution in India today kills 1 in every 8 people who die. Almost the same number as tobacco kills. You have about 10 million Indians who die every year, and out of them 1.3 million die of tobacco. So almost 1 in 8 deaths is because of that. And we need to look for opportunities. You have problem which is being seen by the public and the politicians. Then you have opportunity when you are creating policies, and then political announcement, party manifestos, etc. If they include an initiative, it gives us an excellent window of opportunity to push forward what we want them to do. Next one. You have cross-sectoral goals which have been included in National Health Policy 2020. So when you start health in all policies, make sure that your own health policy includes multi-sectoral initiative and includes cross-sectoral goals. Because when you approach other ministries, they may say your own policy doesn't include it. How can we put it in our policy? Give you an example. Prevalence of tobacco use reduction by 15% by 2020 and 30% by 2030, and so on. You have various initiatives which have already been included as goals in our National Health Policy 2017. Next one, please. Well, government has very important role to play in health in all policies. It has to adopt whole of government and whole of society approach. Leadership and stewardship has to come from the government. They have to have better governance in health and all determinant sectors. They must look across sector. There is reluctance usually in the bureaucracy and the technical team in Ministry of Health to talk to other ministries. So that reluctance needs to go. Formulating and implementing the policies. Policies are not meant to be put on shelf. They need to be implemented. Research to address constraints. Wider participation in policy making and implementation. This has been seen recently extensively in both health policy formulation and recently adopted education policy. There were extensive consultations, including putting it up in public domain for anybody in the public to give their inputs. There has to be collaboration between sectors, including private sector and civil society. And as was mentioned earlier by other expert speakers, that private sector, especially which profits from sale of products like tobacco and alcohol, they find loopholes and ways of means of exploiting those loopholes. Civil society is a very important player in raising a red flag whenever they see something is going wrong, and also taking up this initiative at community level. For any initiative under health in all policies, we must monitor the progress and hold those who can be held accountable. Otherwise, if there is nobody held accountable, things will continue as they have been in the past. Next one, please. Ministry of Health is the driving ministry for all these initiatives in health in all policies. We need to, as I said earlier, reorient officials in the health sector that lot more health. To be precise, 90% of health comes from outside ministries of health. They need to understand that, and they need to play a catalytic role in promoting health in all policies. It needs to be included in health policy and strategy, and bring all related initiatives of Ministry of Health under one umbrella. And I gave you 3 examples. There are many more examples we have in which we have multi-sectoral action plan, and a person working in one area doesn't know what is included in multi-sectoral action plan of other areas. And there are various initiatives we already have: health impact assessment, health lens assessment, health equity assessment, which need to become part of health in all policies. We need to, as Ministry of Health, continue to advocate for health in all policies and use every available opportunity. Build technical expertise within the ministry based on evidence and facilitate work in other sectors and other ministries. You do not ask other ministries, you come and help Ministry of Health. No, you do it and you take lead. You are doing it for improving health of the public, not just working for Ministry of Health. That message needs to go out loud and clear so that they take it as their own initiative. Ministry of Health can support them as advisors and building their capacity. We need to continue look for opportunities and entry points from Ministry of Health and use mechanisms which are interministerial, intersectoral platform for improving collaboration between different ministries. Next one, please. I will not go into detail. These are the structures and mechanisms available for us to go beyond Ministry of Health. You have Cabinet Committee and Cabinet Secretariat. You have Parliamentary Committee. We have one on health. You have interdepartmental committees and units. You have mega ministries. Many times the ministries are merged to serve common purpose. You have joint budgeting for various activities across the ministries. You have intersectoral policy making procedures. You have non-governmental stakeholders who must be involved when you are looking at mobilizing the inter-ministerial mechanisms we have available in our country. Next one, please. Non-government stakeholders are very important. Civil society organizations as part of health in all policies. They can play a very important role in all stages of policy cycle. So it's important to keep them briefed, keep them engaged, so that the policy formulation and policy implementation truly reflects health in all policies approach across various sectors. Next one, please. Yeah, let's look at, before I end, the barriers and facilitators in multi-sectoral approach. Next one. The facilitators include government support for intersectoral action. That needs to start in Ministry of Health in this particular case when we are looking at addressing issues related to tobacco. Sectors share interest and benefits. The next one is political priorities that require urgent action. Then it becomes easier for us to move forward on this. Issues that have public support. It's important for us to build public support for tobacco control related activities. Strong and effective champions in bureaucracy. In bureaucracy, you can always identify the champions who can help you promote your initiative. And that's equally important for tobacco control. Similarly, among politicians, you hear more of politicians who support tobacco industry, but there are many politicians who will come forward and speak loudly and clearly in promoting tobacco control initiative. Well-planned intersectoral action plan with clear roles for every sector. The legal framework has been referred to, needs to be in place, but legal framework work alone is not enough. We need to have strict implementation and monitoring. We need to allocate adequate resources and include plans to monitor and sustain outcome. And what are the barriers? Next one, please. The barriers include unstable and distracted leadership. Because of whatever reasons, they have other priorities, they will not be able to support your intersectoral collaboration. You have conflicting personalities. You need to know who among politicians, among ministers and bureaucrats get along well across the ministries. That will help you in pushing your agenda of multi-sectoral convergence. Fragmented government function. And bureaucracy is designed to fragment the government in various ministries. That becomes a barrier in promoting intersectoral convergence. Subnational government function division at national level, and again at subnational level, you will have functions which are split across division. That becomes a barrier. Sector appears to have conflicting interests. You do see often in tobacco control activity when 85% coverage of the cigarette packet with warning went to the parliament committee. We saw disagreement in what was promoted by Ministry of Health and what some of the key people in the Parliament committee raised during the discussion. Limited and misused resources is another barrier. And if you have a limited policy space, this is not part of policy in your sector, then you have problems in bringing together convergence across various ministries. With that, thank you. Thank you to the organizers for an excellent initiative, and my best wishes for moving forward in tobacco control activities. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.